Okay, Cash.
No. Me and Pete's one of the self-motivated, self-motivated.
Can you make yourself? See, I would if I could make contact.
During your off day,
Then I'd be like, yeah,
like, come down for a game. I was like, fuck, I got nothing going on Friday. So I came down and then see your ass off the street. I got. Yeah, I'm going out the first one. Yeah. You gotta catch me though. Come on. Come on, for old time's sake.
You catch it what?
They played him, I go slow. Yeah, I go slow. Yeah, like maybe 60. Maybe. He's still throwing. I'm throwing up.
Come on, dear man. You're okay, Jake.
Filthy curveball still?
I'm still holding in that sneeze. My nose burns.
Out there first pitch tonight is Demetrius.
And a very good evening to you. I'm Tyler Peterson, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of Vibes Baseball live on Vibes TV. We are here once again from UC Health Park on a fireworks Friday night as the Vibes and Owls go at it in Game 4 of a very closely contested series. 3 straight one-run ball games, and all 3 with late twists, late calls in the field, some tempers, certainly as we saw the last couple nights. Vibes won last night 8-7 on a walk-off sac bunt and error. Andrew Hansen, the man who got a couple baths after the game last night. Vibes are 6-8. They are 4.5 behind the Grand Junction Rockies. They're up 2-1 in this series. A win tonight would ensure at least a split, and then they would have 2 more shots to win the series outright. It's a Springs Friday night. We'll be in our baby blues. I'll be joined by Jake Ross, who normally does the public address announcing, but will join me in the booth tonight as a play-by-play guy. He got a little bit of a cameo yesterday as a guest, but he'll be here for all 9, and maybe even more. Who knows? Maybe we'll have another knockout round tonight. It's game 61 of the season. We'll have lineups and first pitch for you right after a quick break. You're watching Vibes TV. Welcome back to UC Health Park. We're getting the exchange of the lineup cards now with the umpires, going over ground rules. Tyler Peterson with you for tonight's edition of Vibes Baseball. I'm joined by a Colorado Springs broadcaster in his own right. It's UCCS's Jake Ross.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be on the whole time this time.
Yeah, you got the cup of coffee, the cameo, and now we're getting the sort of the full understudy act, I guess you could call it.
At least I've got a little bit more warning this time than I did last night, we'll say.
Yes. I mean, what's a half hour versus 1 second?
Exactly, yes.
So
we're getting there.
Robbie Bales and I believe Joe Harris, I'm not sure, brought the lineup cards tonight. Here's Jake with tonight's lineups.
Well, we'll start with the visitors first for the Northern Colorado Owls. It's going to be Alex Jackson leading off as he usually does. He'll be out in left field this time around. Cameron Feltz moves up a little bit. He's out in center field batting second. Brandon Crosby at second base in the 3-hole spot. Tim Bouchard comes out of the lineup defensively as the designated hitter in the cleanup spot tonight. Kevin Higgins returns to his spot at shortstop after being the designated hitter last night, I should say. Abdel Guadalupe out in right, Dakota Popham at first, Ty Lewis at third in the 8-hole spot, and Robbie Kellerman after entering the game in place of, who was that came out last night?
That was Marshall Rich.
That was Marshall Rich, that's right. Due to injury, he'll be in the 9-hole spot behind the plate. It's Preston Snavely, on the mound for the Owls to start things off defensively. For the Rocky Mountain Vibes offensively, Gio Diaz out in center field leading off. Ethan Lopez second base batting second. Ulysses Cantu at first in the 3-hole spot. Luis Navarro behind the plate after playing first base last night is in the cleanup spot. Nick Michaels third base. He's batting fifth tonight. Ulysses Nunez back out in right field after getting his start with the Vibes in center to start the series. He is back out in right this time, though. Andrew Hansen, who had that walk-off. Was that him with the walk-off bunt last night?
It was him with the walk-off bunt last night.
That's correct. He gets the designated hitter spot tonight after being shortstop last night. Cesar Lopez out in left field with Joe Encarnacion getting back into the lineup at shortstop in the 9-hole spot. It's Brock Noten on the mound for the Vibes, and he's been pitching well.
He has been pitching well overall. If you take into account his numbers with both the Glacier Range Riders and the Rocky Mountain Vibes. Unfortunately for Brock, he's actually lost his last 3 decisions in Grand Junction, in NoCo, in Ogden. But he's back home now. He pitched well last time he was back home. He got the Vibes the win as a team. He didn't pick up the win himself, but that was an important win over Grand Junction in the series they split. I don't know what it is about these two teams, but they've played some wild games. You think in this series, the ball that gets under Diaz's glove in Game 1, late in Game 2, the double play at third base where Lopez tags the bag with his glove, and then the apparent obstruction call that wasn't but then was, and then the guy comes around to score. I think about last series as well, the double play up the middle that wasn't, safe call that Higgins pulled his foot off the bag. These two teams have played some odd games this year.
Yeah, and they definitely have let the officiating get involved a lot, and I think as a coach, that's kind of your message to your players is don't let the umpires decide the game for you. And unfortunately for these two squads, they've kind of allowed the umpires to get into those decisions. So we'll see how it goes tonight, but certainly a couple roller coasters thus far in this series.
The Vibes in games decided by 3 runs or fewer, and this is Revibes plus early Vibes this year. They're 11-13. So when they do play close, when the pitching is good, they are nearly a 500 team the entire year on. 3 straight one-run ball games, and we're expecting a good one tonight.
Yeah, and to your point, when the Vibes are playing well, they are certainly in those games, and the games that get away from them get way away from them, as we've seen certainly earlier in the season, more so than later now in the season. But they've been playing really good ball as of late. They finished up the second half, or the first half, I should say, strong. They're off to a pretty good start here in the second half, and they're trying to finish it out.
They've won 2 in a row. Their season-high winning streak is 3, so they'd actually tie it if they could get the win tonight. Scores from last night, we know the 8-7 win the Vibes had over the Owls. The Raptors helped out the Vibes with a 7-4 win at Grand Junction. The Glacier Range Riders took a 12-8 win at Billings, a game which was Sean Kiley's last game as a professional player. He voluntarily retired, as did their closer Al Pesto. So some interesting pitching situations up in Billings. They're going to be signing a few guys, I'd have to imagine, pretty soon. The Chuckers, a 5-4 win over Boise, and Missoula, a 13-8 win over Great Falls. Standings in the North, Idaho Falls 10-5, a game up on Missoula at 9-6. Great Falls 2 back of Idaho Falls at 8-7. Billings 3 back at 7-8, and Glacier 5 back at 5-10. In the South, Grand Junction is 11-4. Ogden trails them by 3 games at 8-7. NoCo is 7-7, 3.5 back. The Vibes are 6-8, 4.5 back, and Boise, they are really in a free fall right now. They are 3-12 and 8 games back. That's right now the worst record in the Pioneer League. And if we look at the overall record between all the teams in this league, Boise now has the worst overall record in the entire league at 20-43. So the Hawks, who, don't forget, are the defending Southern League champions. They went all the way to the final and faced the Paddleheads, but it's not happening this year. In just a moment, we're going to send things down to Cliff Cage as we are going to get tonight's introductions. Gosh, those baby blue jerseys, they wear them a lot on the road. We get them here every Friday. They are some sweet threads, and I do believe if you hit up the General S'more that there are some available. We did get a shipment in within the last couple of weeks. So you want to get your hands on one of those. Jake Ross has his on tonight.
I'm wearing mine tonight. Friday night, you got to break it out.
Let's send it down to Cliff.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to UC Health Park. It's game time! Let's meet your Rocky Mount Vibes starting lineup. Number 16, center field, Gio Diaz. Number 14, second base, Ethan Lopez. Number 28, first base, Ulysses Cantu. Number 41, catcher, Luis Navarro. Number 35, third base, Nick Michaels. Number 21, right field, Ulysses Nunez. Number 18, designated hitter, Andrew Hansen. Number 19, left field, Cesar Lopez. Number 7, shortstop, Joe Encarnacion. Your starting pitcher, number 13, Brock Noten.
Thank you, Cliff. Players have taken the field. Owls come out of the dugout. It's now time for the national anthem. The Star Spangled Banner will be performed tonight by Jessica Patterson. So let's send it back down to the field.
Can you? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous banner, yeah, wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Jessica Patterson, for that national anthem tonight. Well, Brock Noten, he's had some good starts this year. Unfortunately, they have not been recent. The last 3 starts, all on the road. He's taken the loss in all of them. 5 innings, 5 earned, 4 innings, 7 earned, 5 innings, 5 earned. So he's looking for a better home start tonight. 26 years old from Ketchum, Oklahoma, went to Rogers State, acquired in a trade with Glacier early this year. For the defense behind him, here's Jake Ross.
Cesar Lopez will start things off in left field. Gio Diaz in center with Ulysses Nunez, a newcomer, out and right. Nick Michaels on the corner at third base. Joe Encarnacion at shortstop. Ethan Lopez at second with Ulysses Cantu at first base. And Luis Navarro, who was out there at first last night, slides back behind the plate after Josh Glenn made an appearance about 24 hours ago.
It's a great thing about baseball. Show up the next day, and the next day, and the next day. There's always another game.
Well, and it's the great thing, especially you talk about how important momentum is in the sport of baseball, especially. And if you're having a tough time, you get up the next day. It's hard to get back on that horse, but when you're really rolling, it's fun to come to the ballpark, and we'll see how that plays out for these guys today. But both of these teams have been playing really good baseball as of late.
Alex Jackson steps up to the plate. Are we in for another wild one-run ball game? Jackson last night, 1 for 5. First pitch from Noten. Line drive, caught at 6:36 for the first out.
Good positioning there from Lopez. It's kind of hard sometimes when it's hit straight at you like that to judge where it's going, but he read the ball well and stayed put.
The other real issue, especially with the infielders, is sometimes you can't tell just how fast it's getting on you.
Right. Well, and especially at that angle coming off the bat, the way it is, it could be going straight back, and you see the infielders kind of get jumpy because they think it was hit at them, but it's really fouled back.
2 pitches, 2 outs as Cameron Feltz grounds out to Ulysses Cantu.
Good start for the Vibes. They had that 1-2-3 inning to start the game last night, and they're picking right back up like they did last night and doing it again.
No chance Crosby swings first pitch, right?
I don't know. We'll see. If they lay one right over, it's hard to lay off of it, especially in this thin Rocky Mountain air we got up here.
2 pitches, 2 outs in the top of the first. Crosby does indeed take. Swings and hits that one over Encarnacion for a single to center.
Just inside out of that one. Got just enough to poke it over the head of Joe Encarnacion and poked it into center field for the first hit of the game.
So Crosby a 2-out single. Still just 4 pitches. Now Tim Bouchard. First pitch is a ball outside. Just started our ball game here in the top of the first. Owls and Vibes take 4 in this series. Bouchard towards second. Lopez will flip to Encarnacion. And that's the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors. A man left on base. The fielder's choice goes 4-6, and that's it for the Owls. We'll head to the bottom of the first. No score on Vibes TV.
Rocky Mountain 5 fans, we got a good deal for you today. Check out this hometown t-shirt right here that says The Springs. We're getting you hooked up right now. 10% off. Just stop by the General S'more store right down the third base line. You can get one of these awesome Springs hometown tees right here and look like some of your favorite Vibes players. Remember, 10% off, only 2 days. So stop by the General S'more store and get hooked up. Let's go, Vibes.
Bottom of inning number 1, Preston Snavely on the hill to face these Vibes, and he's been good against the Vibes this year. Welcome back to the ballgame. Tyler Peterson and Jake Ross with you on Vibes TV. 3 starts for Snavely against the Vibes this year, 9 total. He only allowed 1 run, 1 earned run in 6 innings back on June 4. He allowed 1 earned run on 4 innings back on the 26th of June, and then allowed 4 earned runs on 6 2/3 innings back on the 21st of July. But 3 of those runs came on the last batter he faced, a 3-run home run. For the defense behind him, here's Jake Ross.
From left to right in the outfield, it'll be Alex Jackson out in left, Cameron Feltz in center with Abdel Guadalupe out in right field, Ty Lewis and Dakota Popham on the corners, Lewis at third, Popham at first, Kevin Higgins at short, and Brandon Crosby at second up the middle with Robbie Kellerman catching balls and strikes tonight.
Gio Diaz, the every night leadoff man. Swings, hits this toward Crosby, and he stops that in front of him and throws to first.
Nice.
Took almost a defensive sort of stance like a hockey goalie. Just he wanted to make sure he got that ball in front of him.
Yeah, and that's what they always teach us. No matter what you do, keep the ball in front of you, even if you have to knock it down, pick it back up, then to make the play, just to make sure he kept that in front of him, went down to the knee, kind of a more stable position there for him to make the play.
Here's Ethan Lopez, the super utility guy, infielder, outfielder, all the above. Second base tonight for Ethan. It's a called strike 1. Your umpires for tonight, same crew, but they're switched around. Rob Minter behind home, Anthony Prater at first, Gary Chachowski at third. Breaking ball inside, 2-1. Ethan batting at .384, 5 big flies, and 23 RBI. Swings, fouls it back, and just catches the top of the net. Got a good crowd here tonight, waiting for their fireworks. I understand UC Health is here, so we always like to see them. One of our big partners, our naming right partner here at UC Health Park. The 2-2. He just stays alive and fouls it off the front of the Vibes dugout.
That was a great job to waste a pitch. He wasn't sure about it, but just to make sure he got another chance, threw that bat out there, kept it in the zone a long time, and just fouled it off. Gives him new life at the plate.
To center. Feltz has to get back. He's underneath it, right in front of the track. He makes a one-handed catch. That altitude will get you sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely will, and that one got off the bat in a hurry and held up there enough for Feltz to be able to slide over, but some of those loud at-bats here stick up, some of them get out in a hurry, and it just all depends. And as an outfielder, you have to stay patient and kind of keep your wits about you because it could hang up there.
Cantu looks at ball one. This is Cantu, the home run and RBI leader for these Rocky Mountain Vibes. Takes it high, 2-0. Knowlton with a quiet first, besides a cracked bat hit. Snavely looking for something similar. He throws that in the dirt, and he throws his first 3-ball count. It's a good breaking ball to get back in the count, 3-1. Preston Snavely, despite the 3 really good games against the Vibes, he does not have a win on the entire season. Cantu down the line, but foul. That's sort of mind-boggling to me. 9 starts, only 2 decisions, and both were losses. In 9 of those starts, he left the game 4 times with his team winning. Cantu off the hand, back to Snavely. And that's a quick 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the first. We head to the second. No score in our ball game on Vibes TV.
Oh, that is right. Time to kick off with one of our first games. It is the sack race. So how it works, we have our 2 contestants down there. This is a sibling rival right now. So we're going to find out who is the winner when I say go. Start hopping all the way to this finish line, and we'll find out who is the winner. Are you guys ready? They're ready. All right, Vibe fans, let's cheer them on in 3, 2, 1, go! Uh-oh. Sibling rival, we got a winner. Good job, buddy. What's your name, man? Kensley, good job. You are a true winner right there, and you just beat your sister. Good job. Bragging rights right there. All right. We'll get you hooked on the prize. Let's go, Vibes.
Top of inning number 2, it'll be Higgins, Guadalupe, and Popham to face Brock Knowlton. Tyler Peterson and Jake Ross with you. I'm Tyler. He's Jake.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
There's a lot of Jakes in this ballpark, man. Let me tell you.
There is. Yeah, it makes it hard to be one of them.
Touch off the plate. Higgins last night was the DH, then entered the ball game as a shortstop and made a critical error in the 9th. I don't think I've seen all season as he hits this into center field for a base hit. This is going to get past Diaz. Higgins is going to have 2.
Kind of tough for Diaz there as it was kind of slicing away from him as he was making his way into the gap there. So he thought he could make his way and cut it off, but it kept curling away from him. So he had to chase it all the way to the wall, and Higgins has himself a leadoff double.
Yeah, I'm going to say it was more of the spin on the ball than just a sort of a bad angle. As it was, it still got past him. Lupe. 1 for 4 last night. It's outside. Got a lot of Jakes. We got a lot of Chris's. We got a couple Aarons. Just one Tyler as far as I know. A couple of Cassies as well. There's a strike. This is to center. Diaz over into the gap. And it's over his head. Are they going to send Higgins? They will. Lopez might have a shot at the plate. The throw is late. Back-to-back doubles leading off the second. The Owls have a 1-0 lead.
A nice relay there, though, from Ethan Lopez at second base. Gave the Vibes a shot at the plate, a little bit behind as Higgins was in there before the ball. But the middle of the order here for the Owls is doing damage early in this game.
This is Dakota Popham. Swing and a miss by Popham. Chase the high fastball at strike one. All other teams in action tonight around the Pioneer League. A couple teams doing the 3-3 swap, heading to another team's ballpark. Ogden leading 8-3 over the Grand Junction Rockies. That game already in the bottom of the fourth. They started at 5:35. Glacier at Billings in the second, no score. And then the two who switched, Missoula at Great Falls, Idaho Falls at Boise. Oh-2. Just off the plate. It's one of those paralyzing fastballs.
Well, and that was a great job by Popham to lay off of that after getting pounded inside for the first couple pitches and constantly fouling them off, to then see that ball come outside and be able to stand pat. That's a tough pitch to take.
It's the kind of pitch where, one, maybe you get the pitcher's call. 2, you get a swing and a miss. 3, the guy lays off. To left. Cesar Lopez into the gap. He runs it down. Tagging is Guadalupe. He'll head to third. So the Vibes finally get the first out of the inning. 3 balls all to the outfield. Lopez, I don't know if it's a tough read right now, but I mean, he sort of had a late jump as well.
Yeah, and he kind of misjudged it even all the way down into his glove. He kind of had to bend his body down to make that play, so I don't know if he lost it in the clouds. A little bit of overcast over UC Health Park right now, but definitely had a tough time reading that one all the way through.
First pitch of ball to Ty Lewis. As I look out my booth, I mean, the combination of clouds and sky right now, it's a baseball-colored sky.
It is, absolutely, yes.
Sort of this dark gray mixed with blue, which is what our Pioneer League balls look like. Ground ball toward Encarnacion. He stops on a dive. His throw will not be in time. It'll be a hit, but a nice play by Encarnacion nonetheless. RBI single for Lewis, 2-0 Owls.
When we can't fault Encarnacion, he did everything he could to try and make that play. Really impressive that he could even get to that baseball at all, the effort he made to even get it in his glove, but not enough time, as getting up the line well was Lewis.
And Encarnacion's going to take a second here to take a little inventory. Vibes trainer's coming out, and Encarnacion says, no, I'm okay. We're all good here, and so he heads back in.
When you lay out all the way out on the Superman dive like that, you kind of have to imagine he probably needed to get up, catch his breath, probably knock the wind out of himself a little bit as he landed flat. Just needs that extra moment to collect himself.
It's a helpless feeling, too, knocking the wind out of you.
Absolutely, and those shortstops and second basemen as well, but not quite as much, get those a lot.
Hit and run, and this is going to be hit and run straight into a double play. Kellerman bounced the ball right to second where Ethan Lopez was covering because Ty Lewis took off. It's a 4-3 double play. The inning is over. 2 runs for the Owls on 3 hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. Vibes trail by 2 as we head to the bottom of the second on Vibes TV. Welcome back inside UC Health Park. Tyler Peterson and Jake Ross with you. 2-0 Owls after they get 2 runs on a couple doubles and a base hit. It'll be Navarro, Michaels, and Nunez who will all have their first crack at Preston Snavely today. Luis Navarro spending a good amount of time now as the cleanup hitter.
Rightfully so. He reached base several times last night, had a couple of singles, a walk, and 4 at-bats, 5 total plate appearances. Not a bad night at all.
The first pitch was low to Navarro. The second pitch is a strike, though. Same spot as the first pitch, now 2-1. Snavely's got behind a few of these hitters early, but it has not been an issue for him. He had a 1-2-3 first. And that breaking ball had good movement, but it moved all the way down to the dirt. 3-1.
This is the second time in as many innings that Snavely's worked to count to 3 balls.
Ground ball toward Higgins, and it's past him. That's going to be a base hit for Navarro.
Navarro's picking right up where he left off last night. As we were saying, a couple of singles last night, a few runs scored for the Vibes in that game, and doesn't waste any time and takes that 3-1 pitch, good hitter scout, and knocks it into center field.
I think that snuck up on Higgins as well. He didn't really move his feet initially. Maybe it took a sort of a strange hop, but it was not all that far away from him.
Yeah, well, it hopped right on the inside of that dirt line, so maybe had some top spin and kind of kicked towards him a little faster than he thought, but you could tell he kind of dove for it but then stabbed at it with his glove at the last second, and that's usually a pretty good sign that they're not really sure when it's going to get to him.
First hit for the Vibes. Michaels takes a called strike. Three RBI for Michaels last night, and the Vibes needed all of them. Up the middle, and a base hit. Back-to-back singles for the Vibes. 2 men on, nobody out.
And great job for the Vibes after that 1-2-3 first inning. Couple of ground outs and a flyout. They're getting and they're seeing the ball well as they've put all of their at bats, I should say, have been put in play, but they're finding holes here in the second inning, and they're threatening to get even.
5 straight lefties, or excuse me, 5 straight righties, and now a lefty. It's Ulysses Nunez. He takes outside for ball 1. Nunez has been on the team for about 10 days now. 364, no home runs, 3 RBI. 4 doubles for him, though. Called strike right down the pipe. Folks still filing in. We've got a great crowd tonight. Pops this one up over the Owlz dugout and out of play. We had a former Sky Sox throughout one of our first pitches today. Jason Hirsch, who was on that Rockies 2007 National Championship team, National League Championship team. Toward Bouchard, or Lewis rather, he throws on to first. And that's as good as a bunt on the 5-3 ground out.
Put it in a great spot there. Was a tough play for Lewis to make. He had to grab it with his bare hand and sling it right on over, as getting up the line quickly was Nunez, but productive out, and the Vibes have the tying run in scoring position.
And it's last night's player of the game, Andrew Hansen. RBI double, RBI single, then put down the sacrifice bunt that Griffin threw away. This is hit behind first, over is Popham. It's going to land in the bullpen. At third is Navarro, who singled to lead off the inning. At second is Michaels. Michaels scored that winning run last night with a leadoff walk. Hansen batting .260, a home run, 19 RBI. Swing and a miss. Chased the breaking ball, now he's down 0-2.
And you could tell that he realized about halfway through his swing that that one was going to drop out on him, as kind of bailed on his back foot there and spun around a little bit in the box.
Snavely tried to get him on that same pitch. It was a good take. Ground ball toward third, but foul. Nothing Owls on the 3 hits they had in the top of the second. Still early in our ball game. We're glad you can join us on Vibes TV. Say hello to the 64 folks currently watching. Hansen needs to protect. And he swings and misses.
Nice pitch on the outside corner there. Got him with the fastball on the outside as he was trying to work him with that curveball. He started to see it and then burned him outside.
I thought it was the curveball. It was.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
It was
he reached back on that one and had a little bit more juice on it than the previous pitches.
That one came in at 82. It's up to Cesar Lopez. That's down in the dirt for ball 1. Lopez last night was 1 for 4. He had an RBI single. He's in a big spot. Needs a 2-out hit to bring in the first Vibes run. Fouls it back. He was on it. It's got to be a frustrating feeling as a hitter to get a ball like that and to get it almost right. That's low. 2-1. Lopez takes down low again. 3-1 to Cesar Lopez with Joe Encarnacion on deck. Snavely's got 6 seconds left on the clock. He'll get it off in time. And that breaking ball is a called strike 2. Full count to Lopez. Lopez goes after it, hits it to left. In comes Jackson. Out is Higgins. Higgins will make an over-the-shoulder catch. So it was the breaking ball. Lopez was a little off balance, got some contact on it, but could only pop it up for an out. No runs on 2 hits, no errors. 2 men left on base. We head to the third. 2-0 Owls on Vibes TV.
For the marshmallow toss. Hanging down here with our 2 contestants. So, guys, go. You got 20 seconds to see how many marshmallows you can make in that bucket. And at the end, we'll find out who is the winner. Are you ready? You're going to win, right? All right, well, here we go. On 3, okay? 1, 2, 3, go! Oh, keep it going. Let's cheer them on, Vibe fans. Let's make some noise. Oh, there we go. Good job. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Let's find out who is the winner. We got 1 in here, and we got 2 in here. You are the winner. Good job. We're getting you hooked up with the prize. You did awesome, too. Good job. Enjoy the rest of the game, guys. We got more baseball. Let's go, Vibes.
Top of inning number 3. Brock Noten to face the top of the lineup for the Owls. Welcome back to the ball game. I'm Tyler Peterson, sitting alongside Jake Ross, bringing you tonight's ball game on a Friday night, a fireworks Friday night at UC Health
night
Park.
as well.
It is beautiful tonight.
Really pleasant out.
Noten's first pitch. Outside for ball 1. Jackson lined out on the first pitch of the ball game. The man on deck, Cameron Feltz, bounced out on the second pitch of the ball game. Strike under the arms. It's 1-1. This will be the third start for Noten against the Owls. Started against them once at home and once in Greeley. I understand the Owls now are at another complex, I believe in the city of Jamestown, Colorado, and is a non-Colorado native. I don't know exactly where that is. Perhaps you could enlighten me.
It is a little bit more south of where Loveland is. All of the locals up there will know because of the restaurant Jackson's Corner. Great cinnamon rolls Jackson's Corner has.
I'm a
about
cinnamon
the
roll
size
guy.
of your face, those cinnamon rolls.
A base hit to center for Jackson. Oh, I can be talked into a long journey for a cinnamon roll.
They are worth every inch of that journey, I will tell you. You will need nothing else to eat that day as well.
Probably not the healthiest decision I'll ever make, but it sounds good. Here's Cameron Feltz. Speedy man at the plate, a speedy man at first.
Yeah, but up there in what will eventually be Loveland. Them and the Northern Colorado Hailstorm of the USL League One also kind of hopping around trying to find places to play.
Snap throw to first, not in time. Oh, and 1. Swing and a miss, 0 and 2. Check on Jackson, he gets back. Again, Jackson will get back. It'll be a beautiful complex, I understand, in Windsor when it's finally all ready and built. As I understand, I think June of 2023 is sort of the target date when everything will be ready. Newton wanted that one. It's 2 and 2. Or excuse me, 1 and 2. That was the first ball of the at-bat.
Yeah, and I'm sure they'll probably be able to get in there before that June of 23 date, but I believe you're correct with that. That's when everything's kind of going to be in the tip-top shape and perfect presentation of the finished product up there. But yeah, I'm excited to go up there and look at it once it's done. It's supposed to be quite the facility up there.
Fouled back, and that's just beneath us.
Ooh, we almost had a play on that one.
I hope you're ready back here. We're right behind home plate.
Hey, that is one of my dreams, is to get a ball in the booth. Unfortunately, for my sake, over at the college, doesn't really have the angle to make that happen. But over here, if it's hit just right, definitely could. We had the window in the PA booth broken earlier in the season. That was exciting.
That's grounded foul by Feltz. Still nobody out here in the top of the third. Jackson with the leadoff single, Feltz. And now what I would consider an extended battle. And we're back to play. And again, they'll check on Jackson. That breaking ball never had a chance. It's a full count. Brock Noten's looking a little bit different these days. He's shaved.
He had a pretty healthy showing up there before he chopped all of his facial locks off.
Feltz being pesky right now.
We'll have to ask Brock if that was a superstitious thing.
Oh, there's definitely mojo there.
Yes.
That hits Feltz. So a hit by pitch instead of ball 4, 2 men on. That'll bring up Brandon Crosby.
Brandon Crosby's got to play some golf the way he gets into that batter's box. It's all I've had to think about every time he's taking it at bat.
Well, he sets the feet just right.
Yeah. A little bit of a Happy Gilmore action into the box there.
A lot of baseball players are part-time golf players. Tries to put down the bunt. The throw back to second is going to be in time. What a throw from Navarro. What a catch and tag from Ethan Lopez. Expertly done.
And a great heads-up play there from Luis Navarro behind the plate. Caught Jackson sleeping out there at second base, and the Vibes after struggling to find an out, get that runner out of scoring position and put the double play back in order, and that'll get them out of the inning if they can get Crosby to roll over at the plate.
And they don't. It's a base hit to right field, and Feltz is just going to take third. So the pickoff goes 2-4. I'll bring up Bouchard. Bouchard, a big swing and a miss. So Crosby has 2 hits and 2 at-bats. First and third. We've seen the Owls try the double steal. Sometimes it's worked, sometimes it hasn't worked. Newton gets ahead of Bouchard, 0-2. There goes Crosby. It's outside. They're going to throw through. And it's going to be a double steal and an error on Navarro. So it's going to be a double steal E2. Feltz steals home. Crosby steals second, advances to third.
Tough break for the Vibes there after they looked like they were going to get back into the inning and have a good chance of getting out cleanly after that pickoff play, but just under the glove of Encarnacion at shortstop, and that allows the run to score.
It's fouled back. I'll have to take another look, too. I thought that bounced in front of Encarnacion's glove. Maybe he just missed it. It's 3-2 now to Bouchard. It'll stay in E2 as of now, and if we have a better angle later, we could change it. It'll be an error either way for the Vibes. 6 hits for the Owls. They've got 3 runs. The double steal works. Runner at third, 1 away. That's high for ball 4. So another first and third situation.
Something tells me that the Vibes aren't going to go with the same defensive strategy on this first and third situation, but that's just me.
The issue is with the first one, as soon as you throw through, Feltz is so fast he's scoring.
Yes.
Crosby, I don't know if that necessarily would be the same. Higgins takes high for ball 1. Only member of the team batting above 400, 406, 3 home runs, 44 RBI. And now we're going to get a defensive meeting here between Lopez, Newton, and Navarro. 3-0 Owls. If a 3-0 lead at Coors Field is not much, then a 3-0 lead in the Pioneer League at a field higher than Coors Field is not much.
Oh, absolutely. This could evaporate in just as quickly as it appeared. So, and 3-0, maybe at sea level, you could argue is a comfortable league. But even nowadays, in the higher levels of baseball, the way that the game's been going, not what it used to be.
Yeah, Oracle Park 3-0. You're feeling pretty good about yourself.
Yes.
Oakland, Seattle.
Colorado, Texas, Arizona, not so much.
No, not so much. PCL, Pioneer League. No. Well, it's like last night, the Vibes were up, and then you're thinking, they're going to need some more insurance runs. And then they did get the insurance runs.
That's right, yeah.
And then, well, we won't talk about what happened. Higgins pops us up behind first. Is anyone going to have a play? No, it bounces on the track.
I was just glad that I got out of the booth before the event happened last night, we'll call it. Just in time as I exited, did that comeback ball come through.
One and two to Higgins. Noten's outside. 47 pitches now from Noten. 45 is average through 3. Higgins again stays alive right off the end of the bat. I'm trying to sort of think of what Higgins' swing reminds me of. It's sort of like he's pulling like a big old hose around or something. It really sort of follows the hands.
Yeah, he gets the butt of the bat out first. We called that the flashlight drill when I was a kid. You want to shine the flashlight on the ball.
Up the middle. Lopez is not going to have a play. It's going to be an E2, or excuse me, E4.
Tough play either way, but if you're Lopez at second base, you got to come around that ball. He kind of tried to cut it off and was on the wrong side of his glove, kind of tried to heel it up, but caught him at the base of the glove, and it kicked away from him. Tough play, but...
Guadalupe puts down a bunt. It's a good one. Michaels is not going to have a play. It's a base hit. Robbie Bales bunting in the third inning. He is not afraid, we've seen, to put down a bunt at any time. They're loaded for Popham. That was just a perfect bunt by Guadalupe.
Yeah, right down the line, stayed true. Usually you'll see some spin take it towards the line, but that just was a straight line right down, parallel to that foul line. No play for Michaels.
A foul ball off the bat of Popham. Now, Ulysses Cantu at first base is pulled in on the grass. Not even at the grass, but all the way on the grass. Everybody else is playing back. Ground ball. Encarnacion will go to second. Lopez to first. It will not be in time. The ball gets away from Cantu. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI for Popham, and it's 5-0. It just developed a little too slowly, and the ball was not hit hard enough, really, that the double play would have been assured at all.
Well, nice job, though, by Cantu at first, keeping that ball in front of him. Would have been trouble if it got past him, but even though he couldn't secure it, just being able to get his glove behind the ball so it bounced back in front of him limited the damage from being worse than it was in the one-run scoring.
The Vibes last night got out to a 5-0 lead through the first 2 innings. They trail here 5-0 through 2 2/3. Lewis pops it up. This will be playable for Michaels into foul territory. They'll put it away. The inning is over, but the damage is done. 3 runs for the NoCo Owls on 3 hits, 2 errors, and 2 men left on base. We head to the bottom of the third. Work to do for Rocky Mountain. They trail 5-0 on Vibes TV.
All right, Rocky Mountain Vibe fans, it is time for the emoji game. Hanging down here with my boy Hudson. And this is how the game works, buddy, all right? We're going to look at that big screen. Some emojis are going to pop up, and then you let us know what that movie is, all right? But don't worry, if you need some help, these Vibe fans will sure help you out, man. Are you ready, dude?
Yep.
He's ready. Let's see those emojis. What movie is that?
Frozen.
He knew right away. He said, frozen. Is he correct? Good job, man. You are a true emoji expert. You know your emojis, man. Good job. We'll get you hooked up with a prize, man, all right? Enjoy the rest of the game. Let's go, Vibes.
Bottom of inning number 3, 5-0 Owls. We welcome you back to UC Health Park. Tyler Peterson and Jake Ross. Joe Encarnacion. First pitch he sees in the ball game is a strike. Joe's off the DL just recently in this series. Did not play last night. In game 2 was 0 for 4. In game 1 was 0 for 3. Toward Crosby. He'll put it away. 1 out. And that'll bring up Gio Diaz. Diaz a ground out to Crosby in his first at bat in the first. It's a good breaking ball from Snavely thus far. He's getting ahead in the count with it. He's throwing it with 2 strikes.
Whenever you're throwing the breaking ball early in the count, especially first pitch, that's when you really know that you're comfortable with it. If you can throw it for a strike to open an at bat, that's when it's really working for you.
Snavely is I believe a Fort Collins native, so playing sort of for the hometown team. Popped up on the infield. Who is it? It's Popham with the pop up, and there's 2 away. Crosby broke back initially, and so Popham had to get to the spot, and he did.
He came in quickly, and it sounded like Higgins may have been calling for that one too, but having a better read on it coming from first was Popham, as it was on that side of the infield, and he was the one that ended up making the play.
Here's Ethan Lopez, 2 away. Takes that pitch low. It's a good time for Ethan to take a big rip at one. You can go for broke here. 2 out in the inning. Takes that outside, 2-0. Just 2 base runners for the Vibes, 2 hits in the second inning. Owls already with 7. Way outside, and this is really the first time that Snavely has really lost control in an at-bat. He did have a 3-0 count to Cantu earlier, but
worked his way back to 3-2 and got Cantu to ground out in that at-bat as well.
Toward Higgins. Straightens up, throws over to first in time, even though Lopez was running hard. 1, 2, 3 in the third. We'll head to the fourth, still 5-0.
Rocky Mountain Vibe fans, time to make some noise if you guys want a T-shirt. We got our promo staff throwing some T-shirts, so make some noise. The louder you get, you're going to get a T-shirt. There we go. Let's get loud.
Top of the fourth, it's 5-0 Owls. Welcome back. I'm Tyler Peterson. You're watching Vibes Baseball on Vibes TV, and for the middle innings of tonight's ball game, here's Jake Ross.
Well, it'll be 9-1-2 due up for the Owls here in the top half of the fourth inning as Robbie Kellerman will step in. He grounded into a double play. That was that kind of tough break on the hit and run as that one falls in there for strike one on Kellerman to open his second at bat. Grounded right up to Ethan Lopez as he was breaking to the bag to cover the steal, and ended up being an easy 4-3 double play as that one's out of play. 0-2 quickly here on Robbie Kellerman. Brock Noten still out there for this inning of work. That one's up the middle. Nice play by Lopez. Can he make it? No, as it's too high. Had a great effort to get to that ball at all, but throws it over the head of Ulysses Cantu at first, and another error for the Vibes. Puts the leadoff runner on as Jackson will make his third appearance to the plate. Checking over at first, but back safely is Kellerman. So this one's ripped into right field, moving back and able to make the catch after he read that one well off the bat as Ulysses Nunez out in right field, and that'll be out number one. And having to return to first base is Kellerman.
Nearly caught off there, but he did a good job to get back in time.
Noten really using all of his pitch clock. He's released, or at least started his motion in the last few seconds of each of them thus far in this inning. Trying to lay down a bunt is Cameron Feltz, and he fouls that one away. Conservative lead at first for Kellerman. Swinging underneath that one, the back pick opportunity, and out at first. Another heads-up play behind the plate by Navarro, and he has his second back pick of the game.
Wow, he is, it's hard enough as a catcher to catch a ball when a guy's swinging a bat in front of you, trying to call a game, but to also have the vision to know where the base runners are on the base paths, that's great from Navarro.
Vibes are going to get out of it. Ends up being a 1-2-3 inning as unassisted at first. Cantu sets down Feltz, and that'll do it for the Owls in their half of the fourth inning. We'll go to the bottom half as the Vibes try and climb out of their 5-0 hole that they're in. You're watching Vibes TV.
That's right. Time for the Ricky Bobby race. We got our two contestants down here. What's your name, man?
Lucas, man.
What's your name?
Jack.
All right, Lucas Jack. So when I say go, you're going to pedal all the way down there to the promo staff member down there. When you get past him, get off the bikes, turn around, race back to me, and we'll find out who is the winner, because if you're not first, you're last. All right, Vibe fans, let's cheer them on in 3, 2, 1, go! Whoa, my guy's flying. All right, turn around, race back. Oh, we got a winner. Good job, man. My guy Lucas got the speed. Good job, man. We're getting you hooked up with a prize, buddy. Heck yeah, enjoy the rest of the game. We got more baseball. Let's go, Vibes!
It'll be Ulysses Cantu to lead things off in the Vibes half of the fourth inning, as they'll have the 3, 4, and 5 spots up. The only 2 Vibes that have seen the base pass this game is Navarro and Michaels, and they'll both take their second turn at the plate this inning, as taking for ball 1 is Cantu. This one's foul. This will get out of play and evening the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Not a ton of hard contact yet. We saw early on yesterday with C.J. Grant DeBose, even though he was putting guys down, guys were lining out. But right now, Snavely on top of his game.
Yeah, and to your point, as that one's on the outside half for a called strike 2, 1-2 now on Cantu. Last night they were seeing the ball well and they were getting the barrel on the ball, but just kind of seemed to find the defenders in the field. The 1-2 pitch on its way. This one's going to be lifted out into center field. Misjudging it out there for a moment was Feltz, but correcting nicely, and he'll come in to make the catch for out number 1.
I spy a Jock Peterson jersey in the crowd tonight.
Oh, a Jock Peterson. Which team is that one with?
I wouldn't have brought it up if it wasn't a Giants jersey.
Oh, I should have known better. I should have known better from coming from a Bay Area product yourself.
Right in front of us, though, we have a Philip Lindsay Broncos jersey, the former Colorado Buffalo.
Yeah, local kid here to the Denver. Oh, the count on Navarro at the plate. He singled but was stranded at third base in the second inning. Just outside. Good take there by Navarro. Has that added benefit of being behind the plate, so he knows where the edges of that zone is when he comes up to bat himself. That one's going to be low as well, so a 4-pitch walk and a 1-out base runner for Rocky Mountain. And 2 trips to the plate and 2 times getting aboard for Luis Navarro.
Talk about momentum earlier, Jake. I'll call you Ross. Jake Ross. The top of the fourth, you get the Owlz out, keep them off the board, and now you want to turn that into something here. You want your pitching to lead the offense and vice versa. You want your defense behind it. You want all sort of the wheels working together, turning each other.
Especially for Navarro, as this one's lifted into right field, back and having a beat on it. He'll make the catch as Guadalupe in right field for out number 2. Ulysses Nunez will try it again. He grounded out to Ty Lewis at third base. That was for the first out back in the second inning, excuse me. Just laying off of that one as he watches it all the way back into the glove of Kellerman for ball number 1.
Rob Minter hangs in there, certainly. Just because you hit your spot doesn't mean that he's going to give it to you for a strike if he thinks it's low or outside.
This one's lifted. Could be a gapper, but getting over quickly is Feltz. It will fall in front of him. He overruns it for a moment. Going first to third is Navarro. And in with a single is Nunez. Cameron Feltz moves well. That's why they moved him into that center field spot. You need to be able to get around in the wide open spaces of center field here at UC Health Park. He was moving quickly, but it fell just in front of him, and then he had to slam on the brakes and go back and get it.
Second hot shot for Hansen now with a runner at third.
First one on the outside half at the knees for strike one. Hansen struck out on a 1-2 count his first time up. It's back in the second inning. That one's outside. 1-1 now.
I have to say the middle infield right now is in no position to cover second base.
Absolutely not. Not a huge threat to steal thus far in his Vibes career is Nunez, but swinging through that one, and 1-2 for the second time today. The count on Andrew Hansen.
Now the gun had that at 62. I'm going to guess it didn't pick that one up all the way.
I think you're absolutely right on that one. Kind of slung that one sidearm. It goes outside, 2-2. This one's lifted into right field. Moving over is Guadalupe, and he'll make the catch. The Vibes threaten, but strand two in their half of the fourth inning and remain scoreless as we head to the fifth inning here from UC Health Park. You're watching Vibes TV.
Hanging over here with Nolan right down that third base dugout. So we're going to play the cap shuffle game, buddy. So how it works, we'll look at that big screen. You're going to see 3 Vibes baseball caps. Baseball is going to go under one of them. They'll all mix up. When they stop, you let me know where the ball's at. Under 1, 2, or 3, all right? You ready, dude?
Yes.
He's ready. All right, let's roll it. Vibe fans, let's find out where that baseball is starting at. Under hat number 2. All right, where do you guys think it's at? 1, 2, or 3?
2.
He already knew it. He said number 2. Is he correct? Oh, good job, buddy. Man, he got some mad skills. Good job, buddy. We'll get you hooked up with the prize, man. Enjoy the rest of the game, man. We got more baseball. Come on, Vibes. Let's make some noise.
Brandon Crosby leading things off here in the top half of the fifth inning for Northern Colorado. He has reached in both of his plate appearances, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. We'll see how he follows that one up this time around, swinging through an off-speed pitch for strike one. A big, healthy hack, but coming up empty, 0-1. One falls low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Also has a stolen base and a run scored so far on his day, does Brandon Crosby. He's only on his 3rd at bat and already has a stat line that most individuals would take for a day. 2 for 2. A stolen base. This one's lifted into center field, moving back, and it's going to get over his head and out. A solo home run, 3 for 3 now is Brandon Crosby, and the lead is 6 for Northern Colorado.
Wasn't a good sign when Diaz started to pump the brakes.
No, and he was running hard, but pulled up about probably 20 feet from the wall, and watch that one head over right over by the pitch clock out there in center field.
Over that Air Academy Federal Credit Union sign. That's a long way out there.
It's a long way out there. You'll have to hit it pretty good to get it out here at UC Health Park at any point in the yard, as ball 1 is taken by Tim Bouchard. He is 0 for 1 with a walk thus far. In the dirt, 2-0.
Crosby's 4th of the year. That's good for tying 3rd best on the team.
Two-0 pitch is in there on the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike now as Noten tries to shake off that solo shot. Swinging through that one and evening the count at 2 with the pitch high in the zone. And strike 3 is swinging through that one, and the first strikeout of the day for Noten comes through as he gets Bouchard to go down swinging for out number 1 in the 5th, and a good response after the solo shot to start the inning. Higgins will take his 3rd try of the afternoon. This one's lifted in foul territory, moving over is Cantu in the bullpen. And it falls just about where that rain tarp is kept here in Colorado Springs, safely for strike 1, and new life for Higgins at the plate.
There was really no way for Cantu to get to the spot of that ball without hurting himself. So, it's tough. It lands right where that tarp is. There's a lot of things to get out of the way from. There's some grounds crew equipment. And of course, anytime you get near a bullpen, you start to, look at the ground as you're trying to track the ball in the sky.
Absolutely, and for those that are familiar with the layout here at UC Health Park, there's that tunnel down there that goes to the Vibes clubhouse underneath the picnic area, and there's that cement wall that kind of juts out there. He had to make his way around that as well. Swung on and missed on that one. Too high above it was Higgins, 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. That one's bounced foul, and the count will remain.
One transaction to tell everyone about. Mike Anone, who's been dealing with a wrist injury, was now officially placed on the IL. JoJo Barfield, who was the 3rd-round pick by the Vibes, was signed. So JoJo Barfield added to the squad, which makes 26 active players and now 5 on the ineligible list. So it's a very crowded locker room right now.
Absolutely, as that one once again is slashed foul, this time up the first base side. 0-2, the count stays.
It's almost like he swings a 50-ounce bat or something, the way Higgins swings, because it's hard contact every time, and he really trails it through the zone.
And swung on and missed. He went golfing and came up empty. So after going 4 innings without a strikeout, back-to-back strikeouts here in the 5th for Noten as he tries to find his groove here in the middle innings. Guadalupe will take his 3rd trip to the plate. He bunted for a single his last time up, but was a victim of a fielder's choice at second base to set him down. He doubled and scored his first time up in the 2nd, also has an RBI. See. Bounces that one back for strike 1. 0-1 pitch on its way now. That one's right on the outside of the zone. Good spot there. 0-2 as Noten continues to pound the zone here. 0-2 pitch, and that one's in the dirt looking for a chase, but Guadalupe stands pat. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch here. That one's outside as well. Similar spot as before. Guadalupe thought about it as he was leaning over the plate. Always a good sign that really thinking about taking a hack at it. 2-2. This one's bounced up the middle, has eyes, and will get on through. So a 2-out base runner. As Guadalupe has his 3rd hit of the game, He's 3 for 3 now. bring up Popham. He is 0 for 2, though he reached his second time up on that fielder's choice that erased Guadalupe at second base back in the third inning. First pitch to him is low for ball 1. Working more quickly now, and maybe to the detriment as Noten plunks Popham first and second now with 2 outs. The situation on the bases as Ty Lewis strides to the plate.
Second time he's hit a guy, and if you're Dakota Popham, breaking ball in the 70s is one you'll take.
Absolutely, and he stood in there the whole way. Lewis 1 for 2 with a single and a pop out. This one's hit hard into the corner in right field. That's going to get down in fair territory, bounce off the wall. In to score is Guadalupe. And standing on second with a stand-up double is Ty Lewis as Popham stops at third.
Vibes bullpen springs into action. You may see Mike Garcia come out. I believe, as I look down there, we might have a debut. I think that's Joe Harris, the UCCS mountain lion, warming up. You'd know better than I.
I have to get my binoculars out as my eyes are not quite that good from this distance. Robbie Kellerman will take his turn, though, after the RBI double.
So Garcia's going to buy a lot of time for Harris here.
Yeah, you'll see this a lot where they kind of milk that time out on the pitcher's mound for the meeting to give that pitcher some more chances to get some extra tosses in. 2 runs already in the inning, a leadoff solo shot from Brandon Crosby. And then a single and a run scored for Guadalupe after a hit by pitch and an RBI double. So 3 hits overall in the inning for the Owls. Will be Noten that will face Kellerman. One just inside, missing his spot, it looked like was Noten, as setting up on the outside half was Navarro. One-0 pitch. That one's inside as well, 2-0. After that leadoff home run, it looked like Noten was going to settle in and kind of shake it off. Back-to-back strikeouts of Bouchard and Higgins. Since then, a single, a hit by pitch, and an RBI double. And now he's behind 3-0 on Kellerman. First base is open, so if he walks him, no damage done, but certainly don't want to load the bases without at least some resistance.
Especially in front of Alex Jackson.
(3-1) now. That one's lifted. This looks like it's going to get into foul territory. Cantu moving over. Slides in the area of the bullpen, but that one will fall safely. 3-2, the count runs full.
Eater had to be pretty quick out of the crouch there. He was catching a ball, and he had to sprint away as his teammate Cantu got a little too close.
Yeah, they always keep the extra few eyes down there to kind of alert those who are throwing and catching in the bullpen and also protect them from any foul balls that may come bouncing their way. This one's on the ground, up with it, Encarnacion. Throw is high. Did he get back to the base? Yes, he did. Good recovery by Cantu as the throw from Encarnacion at shortstop was high to make the final out of the inning. And more damage done by the Owls as they get 2 more. And the Vibes face a 7-run deficit as we go to the bottom half of the 5th inning from UC Health Park on Vibes TV. It will be 8-9-1 for the Vibes in this bottom of the 5th inning as they finish out the second trip through the lineup, as effective on the mound has been Snavely. First pitch to Lopez is fouled away, straight back for strike 1. Lopez popped out his first time up for the 3rd out in the 2nd inning.
Got to get something here off Snavely.
At least get some pressure on him, as right away this one's in the corner in right field. Cutting first and moving to second. He's going to hold up there is Lopez, but a leadoff double. And right on cue, the Vibes put some pressure on Snavely right away here in the bottom of the 5th, as Lopez is in to second base standing up.
7 unanswered to start this ball game. This is the point now in the 5th where the comeback has to start, because otherwise it's going to get too late. Lopez giving the Vibes a good shot here. I mean, they've had base runners in scoring position, 2 men at third, a man at second. Now their second man at second.
First pitch to Encarnacion, low for ball 1. To your point, you certainly have to at least start to chip away here in the middle innings with a lead as wide as the 7 runs, although, as we have spoken to, it's not impossible in Pioneer League play. 2-0 now on Encarnacion at the plate.
I don't know what amount of runs I would need to feel comfortable in the Pioneer League, but
I would not say that 7 is that number.
As strange as it sounds.
Swung on and miss on the way outside and away pitch. 2-1.
Well, look, for whatever reason, this is a hitter's league. The lowest ERA in the league is above 5. Team ERA, that is.
That is true, and we always talk about, at least we do at the college level up here, swung on a miss again, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Usually you look at pitchers at the professional level and you think that the below 3 ERA is what you're looking for, but in the Pioneer League, we talk about this in RMAC play at the college level as well, kind of that under 5, 3 to 5 is the effective pitchers. Has swung on a miss, not seeing the ball very well as of late is Joe Encarnacion. As he goes down swinging, he'll move to 0-2 as he's out number 1 in this 5th inning. But with all the runs that do get scored, as long as you're under that 5 ERA, that's nothing to sneeze at on the mound, and you'll certainly take that if you're on the coaching staff of any of those teams.
Look, Preston Snavely is one of the better pitchers in the Southern Division. He's got a 4.95. You think about that and you say, well, that's, under mediocre in the bigs, but, 4.95 here, there's a lot of guys that would take 4.95.
Absolutely. You have to have a thick skin if you're going to pitch in the Pioneer League, that's for sure. 0-1. That one's in the dirt as Diaz sees that one well. Thinking about moving up was Lopez, but getting it to the ball quickly behind home plate is Kellerman, keeping him at second.
Last year, the Missoula Paddleheads, a guy named Mark Simon, who got picked up by a big league club. And he had an ERA in the 2s. And practically no one else in the entire league had an ERA in the 2s.
Yeah, and when you get those outliers, that's when you can really step back and admire the quality that they're putting up. Lined, no one's at second base. Luckily for Cesar Lopez. Diaz a little bit unlucky as he hits it right at Brandon Crosby for the line out. That's out number 2. And that'll bring up the other Lopez in the Vibes lineup as Ethan Lopez comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. Starting to cool off here at the park as the sun starts to go down. Time is called, so the pitch clock was running out, but it's not going to penalize Snavely. First pitch on its way now, and that one's outside for ball 1.
If Ethan can just punch one through the right side, they're practically giving him the entire right side right now. Crosby is so close to second base.
Does retreat a little, but not too much. That one's in there on the inside half, 1-1. Lopez has seen a lot of pitches, though he's 0 for 2 thus far. Worked the count to 2-2 before flying out to center his first time up. Was 3-0 when he grounded out to Higgins his second time up. So he's definitely working the count and seeing lots of pitches. 1-1 here. 2 outs. Runner on second is Cesar Lopez. This one's punched through, and this should get the run home. They will send Lopez at third. The throw's coming in and under the tag. And the Vibes are on the board as Cesar Lopez comes around. It's a single for Ethan, and he'll move up to second on the throw, and he trades places with his surnamesake, we'll call him.
Not brothers, no relation, but Lopez plates Lopez, you're right.
So an RBI in the first of the day for the Vibes goes to Ethan Lopez in the 5th. First run score of the day goes to Cesar Lopez in the 5th. And that'll bring up Ulysses Cantu. Comebacker his first time up, flew out to center his second time up, and fires at a low pitch for strike 1 to open his third try.
I cannot fault the aggressiveness of Cantu. A lot of first pitch breaking balls from Snavely, but I like swinging on that first pitch.
Diaz and Cantu especially like to try and jump on those early pitches, but quickly behind after missing those first 2 attempts is Cantu.
And now
low and out of the zone.
Sorry, Jake, I'm going to step on you there, but now Cantu, Snavely is taking advantage of the aggressiveness.
Absolutely, and good pitchers always do when they see that in the batter's box. The 0-2 pitch, this one's lifted out into center field. Phelps is going to slide over and have a routine grab out there, but the Vibes get 1 run back. We said they needed to start to chip away, and they do just that as they get the lead down to 6 in the 5th, but work still to do as the Owls try to get that run back in the 6th inning. You're watching Vibes TV.
Well, I think I might have found a couple new dance champs. We're going to put them to the test. It's the Toasty Dance-Off. So these kiddos got 20 seconds to show you their best dance moves. Then we're going to have you guys cheer for who you like the most, because I'm not doing it. All on you guys, all right? Are you ready? Are you ready, buddy? He's ready. All right, let's cheer him on in 3, 2, 1, go! Whoa, there we go. Keep it going. Oh, there you go. Let's see it. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Good job. You guys got some true skills. All right, Vibe fans, make some noise if you like this side over here. What about this little guy down here? Oh, that's a close one, but got to give it to the dude side. Good job, buddy. You guys both got some good dance moves. Good job, man. We'll get you hooked up with the prize, man. All right, let's go, Vibes.
We have a pitching change here to start the 6th inning as Joe Harris will come on. Brock Noten's final line. He goes 5 innings, gives up 11 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned. He's got 1 walk with 2 strikeouts, 27 batters faced, 2 hit by pitches.
It's a Vibes debut for Joe Harris, 23 years old, from Recluse, Wyoming. Not a very personal town, I have to say.
So this one's bounced over to first. Up with it is Cantu, and he'll step on his bag for out number 1.
He's now the first ever player to pitch collegiately and professionally in Colorado Springs.
For a Colorado Springs team, yes.
Yes, for a Colorado
Yes.
Springs team, yes.
That's
Not
correct.
as a visitor or anything like that, yes.
We've seen a couple of Colorado Springs products pitch here as visitors, but for the Colorado Springs home team.
This year with UCCS, he had 3 saves, 17 games, a 2.3 record, a 7.71 ERA. This is not his pro debut, though, as he was with Grand Junction earlier in the year. Appeared in 7 games, has a record of 1-1, and a 7.20 ERA.
That pitch is going to be inside as falling behind is Harris 2-0. And speaking from experience, having watched him the last couple months as he finished up his career over just down the street at UCCS, about 5 minutes away is the baseball field down there. He's quickly in a hole here, 3-0 against Cameron Feltz at the plate. He was really the bright spot on the back end of that Mountain Lions relieving staff. They lost several of those top-end relievers after they won the RMAC championship, as that one's in there, 3-1 now on Feltz. And he really kind of anchored that back half of the Mountain Lions bullpen, came in lots of high-leverage situations. This one's fouled over to the berm. Nice play over there by a fan, reaching over, making the catch, staying in the game out there in the pavilion. We love to see it. But he pitched very well, and he closed out a lot of important games down the stretch for UCCS. 3-2 pitch here, and that one's in the dirt. And going to first is Cameron Feltz for the first base runner of the 6th inning.
I don't have the number in front of me, but I believe we're up to close to 40 Vibes players this year that have put a jersey on.
It's got to be at least that number, I'd have to imagine at this point. Ball one, is that one coming out of his crouch to catch it was Navarro behind the plate. Checking back over on Feltz as he does run well. He'll have some fancy footwork to get back to first base. Off with the pitch, and that one's going to go into center field as it was getting away. Trying to get up to move up was Feltz, but he lost his footing. So it will be a stolen base. Called a strike at the plate, so 1-1 the count now on Crosby. Taking a healthy lead was Feltz. He's going to take off for third now, fouling that one back as the hit and run was on for Crosby. And it's a 1-2 count. Having to return to second base is Cameron Feltz. He was quite a bit off the bag before the pitch was even thrown.
Well, Crosby really did Feltz a disservice there. The ball was right down the middle. He got to swing at it. But, yeah, he was a while down the line.
Spinning around to keep Feltz honest is Harris on the mound. 1-2. One out in the inning after the leadoff ground out from Alex Jackson. Pitch here, catching Feltz away from the bag, but Lopez was not there to field a throw. It's a little bit of a heart attack, I'm sure, in the chest of Cameron Feltz, but he gets away with one. Pitch goes to the plate, back pick again. That one's going to go into center field. And moving up to third is Cameron Feltz.
We've seen that work twice for Navarro, and there he just spiked that ball. He never got it to the bag. So now Joe Harris can just focus on the batter.
He is a right-handed arm, so he'll see Feltz in his typical motion. 2-2. The pitch swung on and missed. It's the first Vibe strikeout for Joe Harris, is the second out in the sixth inning, as he tries to make his way through the inning without Feltz coming all the way around, as Tim Bouchard, the designated hitter here tonight, will come back up. Bouchard is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored and 3 trips to the plate. First pitch low, good block behind the plate by Navarro, 1-0.
It's absolutely imperative that Feltz does not score. It's going to reverse the momentum that the Vibes have in this last 2 half innings. And it was a great breaking ball on Harris to throw to Crosby.
When you know so badly in the mind of Joe Harris, whenever you come to a new team, you want to kind of make that early impression, so he wants to get out of this inning cleanly. 2-0 pitch. That one's going to catch the outside half. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Do you know his pitch repertoire, what he's got in stock?
In college, he used mostly a 3-pitch mix. A little bit sometimes the 4. The slider is kind of that last added pitch. He likes the fastball and the changeup, and then the curveball is his go-to breaking ball. Likes to keep it simple, though. 2-2 now, the count. Set up pitch on its way. That one's going to be outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Count is full with 2 outs.
Well, he was attacking Bouchard the same way he was attacking Crosby, but missed his spot.
See how he responds here. The payoff pitch. Bounce to second base, and this should get the Vibes out of it, and it will do so. So a nice first appearance for Joe Harris, and he gets through the inning cleanly with a little bit of drama on the base pass, but he keeps the Owls scoreless as we go to the bottom half of 6 here on Vibes TV.
That's right. I think I might have found the new camping expert. His name is Paul. We'll put him to the test right now with the Pack In, Pack Out Challenge. How it works, buddy? Follow me right over here. Start at this white line right here. That is your starting line. When I say go, you sprint around, picking up all those camping items, putting them in your bag. You get to that last item, turn around, race back, break through that ribbon. You do that under a minute. You're hooked up with the prize. Paul, are you ready?
Yeah.
He's ready. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! Come on, Vince. Let's cheer him on. Make some noise. There you go, buddy. All right, man. Turn around. Race back. Break through that ribbon. He's making it look easy. We know he's a true camping. Oh, with the slide. Good job. Man, keeping it interesting. Good job, buddy. We'll get you hooked up with the prize, man. You're a true camping expert. All right, let's go, Vibes.
So the right guy's going to lead things off here for the Vibes to get things started in their half of the 6th inning. It will be Luis Navarro in the cleanup spot, the only Colorado Springs player to make it aboard in both tries. He had a single his first time up and a walk his second time up, 1-for-1 officially overall. He was stranded at third in both occasions as he takes outside for ball 1. 1-0 pitch on its way, and that one's low and away. 2-0. Seeing the ball well as of late is Navarro as he's moved into that cleanup spot the last few days. 2-0 pitch. That one's off speed, and it's going to be right over the center of the plate. 2-1. This one's hit into left field, moving back, and a nice read off the bat as Jackson will haul it in for out number 1. Solid contact, but like I said, a great read and a good jump onto that one, and Jackson kept it from going over his head, and that'll bring up Nick Michaels. Opening pitch on its way to Michaels. Off-speed pitch misses outside for ball 1. Swung on and missed on that one to even the count 1-1. Michaels is 1 for 2. He had a single back in the second and a fly out to right field his last time up. 1-1 pitch on its way here. Another off speed, but that one misses inside. Two-one pitch. This one's hit. This one should get down in left field and will do so. Gets past Jackson and rolls around, so into second base with the double is Nick Michaels. Brings up Nunez. Ulysses singled his last time up, was stranded at first base in the 4th inning.
Need to keep pushing that car up the hill. It's tough to get back in this game, but eventually, if you push hard enough, you'll get it on the downslope.
Strike 1 on the outside half. Nick Michaels has been swinging the bat very well the last few days. He had that monster home run 2 games ago. Nobody in the outfield for Northern Colorado even moved when he hit that ball. And would have been Wednesday night. 1-1 now as that one misses.
There were a few jaws that didn't move for a few seconds after it as well.
Mine was one of them. I had to speak, but it took me a second to find my words over there. 1-1 pitch. That one's in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. Not often that you, especially at UC Health Park here in northern Colorado Springs, do you see somebody get so much a hold of baseball that the outfielders don't even take a step. 2-1. It's going to be fouled out of play up towards the suite area. Somebody up there in the luxury suites here made the play. Big cheer. Count even at 2. Runner on second is Michaels. Called strike 3 at the plate, and that'll be out number 2 as locked up on the breaking ball was Ulysses Nunez. First looking strikeout of the day for either team. That'll bring up Andrew Hansen.
Hansen's going to get his 3rd at bat now with a runner in scoring position.
That is correct. He had 2 runners in scoring position his first time up. Only 1 his second time. Was unable to convert either time. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Don't want to do too much here if you're a Vibe at the plate. 1-0. Check swing right towards the screen above his own dugout. Evens the count at 1-1. Gives a little nice wake-up call to his own dugout over there. On its way. This one's poked over the head of Higgins. In to score is Michaels. And a 2-out RBI single brings in the second run for the Vibes off the bat of Andrew Hansen.
And that's huge. If you're shut out there, then Snavely's gone through 6, allowing just 1 run. But now the bullpen gets up. The longer this inning goes, the closer to the end of the night for Snavely it will be. And the quicker Snavely is out of this ball game, the better shot the Vibes have.
Cesar Lopez, who doubled his last time up, comes to the plate, takes inside for ball 1. Next man up mentality here for Rocky Mountain. So everybody just tries to do their part as best they can. 1-0, off with the pitch. Throw is there, out. It looked like Hansen may have gotten his hand underneath the tag, but making the call, Gary Chakowski. And that will end the inning for the Vibes, but they do get a run back, and when we come back with the Vibes half of the bottom of the 7th inning, Cesar Lopez will return, but it is a 5-run lead as the Owls come back up.
Game's called the Banana Roll. Hanging down here with our contestants. What's your name, man?
Shane.
And what's your name?
Liam.
All right, Shane, Liam. So when I say go, you give the biggest hip thrust of your life, knocking that banana or that ball, through that line, and we'll find out who is the winner and who knows how to work that banana. Are you ready, man? Are you ready? Vibe fans, let's cheer him on in 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, come on. Oh, whoa, this guy knows how to work that banana. Uh-oh. What do you got? One more. There we go. Good job, man. You are skillful with that banana, so take that as a prize, man. Good job, buddy. We'll get you hooked up with a prize, man. Come on, we got more baseball. Let's go, Vibes.
Back here for the start of the 7th inning. It'll be Kevin Higgins to lead things off, and back to you, Tyler, to finish this thing out.
Well, thanks, Jake. Welcome back to the ball game. 7-2. The Owls with the lead, and a close play at second base. It looked like Hansen had the tag of the middle infielder, but Gary Tuchowski said he didn't. And for Kevin Higgins, it's a leadoff double. His second double of the ball game. It's the first hit Joe Harris has given up in a Vibes uniform. And he'll face Abdel Guadalupe, who's having I'll say the best game of his early Owls career. He's 3 for 3. He's scored 2 runs. He's driven 1 in. Swing and a miss and a huge cut.
Really wanted that one, as he was almost swinging out of his shoes, was Guadalupe.
There goes Higgins. Navarro to third. He is out. That's a perfect throw from Luis Navarro, and it's a called strike 2. The out goes 2-5. And I know Harris has that leg kick, but I wonder about trying to steal third with no outs.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to start or end an inning with an out at third base. Doesn't hurt quite as bad when you make the first out, though. But he does have that leg kick, but he has a quick stride towards the plate, so kind of makes up for that lost time.
Well, Cesar Lopez went. I was waiting for you to do a play-by-play. I forgot it was me there. Cesar Lopez back to the wall. I was like, boy, Jake's really letting this breathe. Lopez back to the wall.
You got to really let the play speak for itself, you know.
Well, Marissa, our camera woman, caught it. Man, I take 3 innings off for the first time in a couple of months, and look what happens. Man. Dakota Popham, 2 away.
Just want to make sure you're still paying attention.
And he gets popped again. Third hit by a pitch, the second time that Popham's been hit. And that'll bring up Ty Lewis. Lewis has 2 RBI hits.
An RBI single his first time up was erased as part of that hit and run double play back in the second. An RBI double was stranded at second that time around as well. So he brings him in, still trying to find the plate himself, though.
Harris's first inning was clean, just a walk. Trying to keep a clean inning here as well. He's heading the count 0-2.
One thing that Harris is really strong at is closing out at bats. Whenever he gets ahead, he seems to attack those hitters and really have the rest of the at-bat on his terms.
Yeah, I really have to question. Again, even with the big leg kick by Harris, I've got to question the steal of third with nobody out.
It is an interesting choice. You have to wonder if that was a dugout call or a mental call.
Strike 3, Harris, his second strikeout. Another good inning, no runs on a hit, no errors, a man left on base. Can the Vibes keep it up? They trail by 5 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch on Vibes TV.
Vibe fans, time to get on your feet. It's the 7th inning stretch. Hanging out here in the luxury suites. It's time to take me out to the ball game. You guys know the words. Let's all sing along. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts, Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever turn back to this root for the Owlz team. It is a shame, but it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out of the old ball game. Let's go, Vibes!
Welcome back to UC Health Park. Tyler Peterson and Jake Ross with you. It's the bottom of the 7th. Cesar Lopez to lead it off after he was left at the altar at home plate on the caught stealing. The night for Preston Snavely is over. He goes 6 innings, allows 7 hits, just 2 runs, both were earned. He walks 1 and he strikes out 3. Into the ballgame now is Kyle Atkins.
And Atkins, this will be his 26th appearance on the season, 25th in relief. He only has 1 start on his year. He's throwing with a 6.58 earned run average in 39 2/3 innings. The long ball has hurt him, though. He's got 6 given up. That's the high water mark on this Owlz squad.
A first pitch ground out to Crosby, 4-3. 1 away for Atkins.
Efficient start, though. 1 pitch, 1 out.
We saw Atkins back on Tuesday. It's the second appearance of the series. He went 2/3 of an inning, allowed 2 hits. 1 run. Okay, let's back up. 1 hit, 2 runs, both earned. He struck out a batter and hit a batter. This is Joe Encarnacion. Still looking for that first hit since coming off the DL. He is 0 for 9.
Whenever you're away from the game, it takes a little while to get that timing back. You got to get comfortable in the box, trust your swing.
Did he go? No, says Anthony Prater. I think I was calling him Anthony Painter a few times last night. It's Prater, Praiter. Swing and a miss. Two and 1 to Encarnacion. Two and 2 to Encarnacion. Just able to get a piece, staying alive.
As you mentioned, you got to keep that momentum rolling here if you're Rocky Mountain. You've started to chip away a little bit. You've got two unanswered runs back for yourself. Just keep on that steady pace and you'll find yourself back in this game.
To right center. Is anyone there? No, it's going to hop off the wall. Encarnacion has his first hit off the DL. It's a double.
Right on cue again. Extra base hit comes through for Rocky Mountain. The 3rd inning in a row that they've gotten an extra base hit. They had 2 back in the 5th, and they continue to try and scratch and claw their way back up into this game.
Now it's one of the best hitters in the Pioneer League. He's got 101 hits on the year. Gio Diaz takes a called strike one. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Ground out, pop out, line out.
Diaz had a tough night at the plate last night as well. Only one hit, a hit by pitch.
Toward Crosby. He will make the throw to first. It's another 4-3 ground out in the inning. It gets Encarnacion to third base. 2 outs, and Ethan Lopez needs to come through again.
He had an RBI double his last time up, also with 2 outs. See if he can do a similar job here.
Looks at a ball. It's 1-0, 1 for 3. Up the middle! And a base hit. He does come through again with 2 outs. Actually, it's his second RBI single of the ball game. 7-3. All right, well, look. You score, you keep them off. You score, you keep them off. You score, well, you're still down 4 runs to this point. So the formula is there, but can you expand on this inning now?
That is the test. The last time they came up to the plate in this situation, Ulysses Cantu was that guy again, and he flew out. So the Vibes are making the contact. They're just finding those defenders. So if you can kind of find those open spaces, lots of room in that left center field gap, as out there Feltz is kind of shaded to the first base side of the field.
Cantu toward third. Lewis to first. The inning is over. The Vibes for the third straight inning get 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, a man left on base. We head to the 8th. It's 7-3 on Vibes TV. Welcome back to the ball game. Ronnie Allen hitting for Robbie Kellerman here. Ronnie and Robbie. Allen was the 3rd overall pick in the tryout draft, taken by the Owls. He showed good power from the scouting reports I heard. He'll pinch hit for Kellerman here and likely stay in the ball game. Vibes had the first overall pick in the draft. They took Dutch Landis, who I believe is scheduled to start on Sunday. The second pick was Michael Slayton by the Boise Hawks. Third pick was Allen. Toward Joe. He'll make the play for the first out. Speaking of Joes, Joe Harris thus far, 2 1/3 scoreless innings.
Nothing more you can ask for in a guy coming in his first outing with a new club. Although he is familiar with the local conditions when it comes to pitching.
That'll bring up Jackson, the leadoff man. He was the first batter that Harris faced. Got him to ground out to first base. Jackson's 1 for 4 on the night. Looks at a strike. We're so glad you could join us tonight. We've got 82 folks with us at the moment. I'm Tyler Peterson, sitting alongside Jake Ross. Special appearance by Jake Ross today. Fouled back to the screen, 0-2.
You got to take him where you can get him those special appearances.
You've been a hard man to wrangle this year as far as my celebrity third inning interview, and now I've got 10 innings of you in 2 days.
I guess those front office folk up there just felt bad for you. They had to make up for lost time.
1-2 to Jackson. It's cool to have you, also Michael Newman, 2 of the guys on the broadcast team for UCCS, and I think it's really cool. You guys, more or less in your college town, and you get to be around 2 different clubs, to work in the press box. Jackson looks at strike 3. And Joe Harris, 3 Ks.
To your point, I think Mr. Newman on the other side of the window there from us here in the press box and we're just proponents of free baseball. We just like to go and watch some baseball.
And it's even nicer when you get paid to watch it.
That's true, yeah. You can't complain about that.
A ground out, a strikeout. Here's Feltz. To center. Diaz. He's still going back. At the track. Makes the catch. A 1-2-3 inning for Harris. The Vibes have scored in 3 straight innings. They trail by 4. The 8th inning has been very interesting in this series. Will we get another wild bottom of the 8th?
Buckle up.
We head to the bottom of the 8th on Vibes TV. No. Oh. Kellerman's back in the game.
Rocky Mountain 5 fans, it's time for that fan roulette cam. Let's find out where it is landing. Here we go. It is the flex cam. Everybody get on your feet and let's see those muscles. Who's been hitting the gym? Uh-oh, I see a few people out there. There we go. Where the muscles at? Oh, we got some big time muscles. Whoa. Don't hurt nobody out there. There we go. It's the flex cam.
Bottom of inning number 8. Adkins will get the 8th and face Navarro, Michaels, and Nunez. Welcome back to the ballgame. I'm Tyler Peterson alongside Jake Ross. It's game 4 of this series. We've played 3 one-run ball games. Is there a final twist in tonight's action? Well, we'll see. Adkins against Navarro. I know Christian Griffin did not throw a ton of pitches in yesterday's ball game, so I'd have to imagine if it comes down to a save situation, he would be available. Whether that save situation occurs in the 8th or the 9th. Navarro's had a nice game. A single, a walk, and then he lined sharply to left field.
That is true, and he's seen the ball very well. The walk, he watched all 4 pitches fall out of the zone.
I'll look up Larned in a dictionary after the game.
I don't know if you'll find that one in there.
I'll look up multiple languages. How about that? 2-1 to Navarro. Oh, now we've got time. Haven't seen a violation tonight.
Not to this point. There's been a couple that were close, but the catchers have been looking out for their pitchers on the mound, calling time.
Navarro to right. Back is Guadalupe. Still going back. It is gone! Navarro goes the other way. His 3rd of the season. And it's 7-4.
And here comes those late inning drama that we were talking about. Navarro, who's shown that he has good power, goes the other way. The Vibes get that solo home run that they gave up earlier back. And just like that, there's that 3-run game that you alluded to could possibly come up.
397 feet over the right field wall.
That one just hung up there.
Here's Michaels. There is someone warming in the bullpen, although it's not Christian Griffin, it's Chance Benson. He himself had a quick night last night. Michaels, a big cut and a swing and a miss.
Michaels trying to find a big fly of his own in that swing.
A run in the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, and back in the 5th. 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are the 4 runs for the Vibes. Ten hits now for Rocky Mountain. Oh, another big cut by Michaels. And again, he comes up empty.
No, the saying is slow and steady wins the race, but the Vibes are running out of time here, so they're going to have to start to put up some crooked numbers if they're going to want to challenge for the lead in this game.
Michaels stays alive off the glove of Kellerman. Two hits for Michaels tonight, 2 for 3. We've said that a lot of multi-hit games for him. He stays alive, fights off a breaking ball. This is toward the banquet hall, onto the picnic terrace, and into the banquet hall. Someone's going to end up with a foul ball on there. We have not seen that too often.
Not too often. We've seen some skip over, but that one drops right on in there. Michaels, if he straightens that one out, excuse me.
Again, a foul ball. So this is a good battle. Michaels again pops this one up a little closer toward the playing field, but again out of play as it goes into that second tier on the picnic terrace. It looks like Nathan Draves is warming for the Vibes. Still 2-2 to Michaels. Michaels toward Higgins. Gets a nice big hop, does the shortstop, and fires it in time. Michaels really busting it down the line. A few steps short. One away.
Gotta credit Michaels for at least making that play close, as Higgins kind of took his time with it at shortstop.
The call from Robbie Bales is to bring in Chance Benson. We are going to take a break. Nunez and Hansen to face Benson when we come back in a 7-4 ball game. Welcome back to the ball game. Chance Benson in for Kyle Atkins. This is a good time to remind you that the Rocky Mountain Vibes are proud to partner with Donate Life Colorado to help raise awareness for nearly 1,500 Coloradans who are waiting for a life-saving organ transplant. You can be someone's hero by saying yes to organ, eye, and tissue donation. When you're at the driver's license office or online at donatelifecolorado.com, anyone can register to be a donor regardless of age or health. So remember, talk to your family about organ, eye, and tissue donation. Just one heroic choice can save and heal lives. Donate Life Colorado. Benton last night, one clean inning. 1-2-3 in the 8th. Got a strikeout. He is looking to finish off this 8th inning and get a hold. He'll have to go through Nunez and Hansen.
He comes in with a 6.10 ERA. He's 3-3 in decisions on his year. This will be his 23rd appearance. All of those appearances for him have been in relief. He's got 3 saves on his year in 31 total innings.
For Atkins, it's 1 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned. No walks, no strikeouts. Nunez against Benson, who is the setup guy. That pitch is outside. 1-0. So 2 balls out of the bullpen. Vibes need base runners. They've got 5 outs to score at least 3 runs.
They've put up consistent runs here in the later innings, but as we said, got to start putting up crooked numbers here. Only straight numbers up there for the Vibes thus far.
As straight as you can be. Just 4 1s. 3-1 to Nunez. Swings and misses. May have chased ball 4. A full count. Ground ball, it'll get past the glove of Crosby. Into right field, a base hit. That was a good at-bat by Nunez, and he got solid contact on that ground ball.
Great piece of hitting there, as well, as he got the bat head out in front of that one and got it just past the diving Brandon Crosby.
Hansen to face Benson. Andrew Hansen had a 2-out RBI single in the 6th. 3 of those runs have come with 2 outs. It's a good take on pitch 1. Benson, he's been watching this game because Andrew Hansen has swung at a few in the dirt on a breaking ball. Hansen's done a good job to adjust back, both in the 6th and now here in the 8th. He's watched the first pitch in the dirt.
It's all about those in-game adjustments as a hitter, and relief pitchers have that luxury of seeing kind of what your tendencies are throughout the course of a game.
Keep the line moving. That is the rallying cry. Again, they check on Nunez. Again, he gets back. 0 for 1 on steals. This is just the 9th game for Nunez. Hansen up the middle, a base hit. 3 hits in the inning, and the Vibes are going to get the tying run at home plate. It'll be Cesar Lopez.
Lopez has a run scored himself. He is 1 for 3 overall with a double and a run scored.
He's got a chance to cut into this deficit. First pitch outside.
There's life back in this building here on the northern side of town.
And Kellerman's going to have a talk with Benson. That first pitch, maybe he spotted maybe a little anger behind that first. Not sure. He had it run outside. Maybe just a refocusing here. You know, hey, dude, you got good stuff. Let's go. You know, trust your stuff.
I feel like all those catcher-pitcher conversations sound mostly the same. There's not a whole lot you can say in 15 seconds.
The 1-1 is towards center. It's Higgins. He is not going to get there. It's a single for Cesar Lopez, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. Boy, Higgins twisting and turning like an uncomfortable night in the bed, but boy, he almost got to the spot.
Well, and credit to the runners on the base paths, Nunez and Hansen, understanding that they needed to freeze on that. Obviously, it hurts the Vibes a little that they can't get that run to come around and score, but bases loaded here for Encarnacion, who had a double his last time up.
Benson from the windup, base hit left field. They're going to send Hansen. He's very fast. He's going to score. It's a 1-run ball game here in the 8th. Joe comes through again.
And just like that, Rocky Mountain knocking on the door, tying run in scoring position, go ahead run aboard. And Encarnacion, we talked about it. It takes a while to get your timing back, but he's definitely found that now. Back-to-back hits.
Now Gio Diaz. Benton has come into this ball game. It's been single, 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 single. Diaz takes inside. 3 runs in. The crooked number is on the board, Jake Ross. 7-6 our score. Miguel Pozo beginning to warm in the bullpen. Diaz takes a strike, 1-1.
And going back to Joe Encarnacion, that's exactly what he needed out of this game. 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a run scored himself. All it takes is 1 game to get back on the horse.
Diaz rolls over on it, foul. 1-2 now to Diaz. He is 0 for 4. 2 men on, 1 man out. In the bullpen, it's not Christian Griffin. I think that's William Kerwin. So we have not seen Griffin at all. This is back to Benson. He's going to slip. It's going to be a very soft line out.
A little bit of a break for the Vibes there, as jumping off the bag at first was Encarnacion. He had to go diving back, but due to the slip on the mound, he was able to get back, and Benton couldn't get that ball over to first base.
That ball was running way in on Gio. Now a guy who twice in this ball game has an RBI single with 2 outs. Ethan Lopez. First pitch, breaking ball, strike 1.
The crowd here just trying to urge this team along. They've come back alive.
Lopez to right. This is in the ballpark. Guadalupe is there. He makes the catch. Benton, he is going to leave the 8th with the lead intact. But the Vibes have scored 3. They've made it a 1-run ball game as we head to the 9th. 7-6 the score on Vibes TV. I don't know. Oh. Pozo. Coming back. Top of the 9th, it's the Miguel Pozo show as he comes in for the 3rd time in 4 games in this series. Joe Miklik, he is smelling blood in the water. He is going to his closer to try to keep this deficit at 1. The heart of the order, Cantu, Navarro, and Michaels will be up in the bottom of the 9th. So Mick's going to turn to Miguel to try to get the final 3 outs without allowing a run. The night for Joe Harris was one to remember in his Vibes debut. 3 innings, just 1 hit. No runs, a walk, 3 strikeouts. He kept them in this ball game.
What a debut it was, only giving up 1 hit in 3 innings. When you're with a new squad, you've got those emotions flowing through you. And you got to take your hats off to him. Pozo comes in with a 4.79 ERA in 20 2/3 innings.
He is, with the last save he had in the series, now the all-time leader for single-season saves with 5.
With 5, that's where he sits right now, and he's hoping to pitch his way into another save situation.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2 on Crosby.
If Rocky Mountain is able to come back and win this game in the bottom half of this inning, it would be the first win of the season for Pozo. He's sitting at 0-1 in decisions thus far. That only loss came in this series, I believe, earlier. That would have been Tuesday night.
Yep. Ground ball for Encarnacion. He's got a strong arm, and he'll need it here, and he gets the out, 6-3. One away for Bouchard, the DH. Fireworks will be after the game. Will there be more fireworks in this game before then? First pitch is high at 92. No one's pitched in more ball games than Miguel Pozo. His 19th appearance for the Vibes. Bouchard off of Navarro, and it's off of Navarro basically into the sweets. Someone made a nice catch. Luis isn't probably going to be too happy about it, though.
He looks no worse for wear, as giving him some time behind the plate, Rob Minter, as there's that.
Yeah, just a glancing blow off the head.
I always have to appreciate that kind of unspoken understanding between home plate umpire and catcher.
Well, for the umpire, the catcher's biggest job in the umpire's mind is protecting him.
Exactly, that's true. Every once in a while, one gets by.
Pozo spikes that one. It's 3-1. This is a dangerous part of the Owlz order. It's also their 3, 4, 5 guys. Did he go? No. And there are quite a few Vibes who run up to the top step of the dugout. And about 4,000 umpires in the stands who disagree. Boy, that was awfully close. I'd have to see that again.
That was, ooh.
I don't know about that. We'll see. I don't have the side angle. It's a walk for Bouchard. Here's Higgins. Breaking ball, called strike 1. Defense is straight up. Pozo's a strikeout guy, but he'll take a ground ball here. Way out in front. 0-2. And with the way Higgins took the first one and swung at the second one, I think you've got to triple down. Out of play. He went to the fastball.
Certainly has Higgins on his back foot whenever you're reaching out to waste pitches like that. 0-2. You know that you kind of have gotten up into the mind of that hitter.
Navarro and Pozo are going to have a chat. And Miguel wants to know exactly what it's about. Might be just for Navarro to get a little more time.
Yeah, Pozo is not an easy pitcher to catch for, even when you're 100%. So when you get your bell rung like Navarro did a few at-bats ago, kind of need to collect yourself as best you can, because you need to be on your game when you're catching for Miguel.
It's 0-2 to Higgins. Fastball outside. 96 from Miguel Pozo. He got him.
Great pitch there as he comes back across and beats him. You could tell that Higgins was kind of geared up to swing on most of those pitches, and he finally reaches back and throws one past him.
All 3 sliders in that at bat. Higgins, not much of a chance. Now it's Guadalupe. He's 3 for 4, 2 runs and RBI. First pitch is low. A rather slow 89.
And this is good for Rocky Mountain. The middle infielders can kind of play their normal position here. They don't have to worry about the double play. Just get a single out and you're out of the inning.
It's 1-1. That's outside, another slider. 2-1. 2 away in the ninth. The Vibes have scored the last 6 in the last 4 innings. We are playing in our 4th straight 1-run ball game in the ninth. This has been a very exciting series. There goes the runner. He's going to have that stolen. And he stole that one off Pozo. So Bouchard will be at second, and that's not insignificant either. 3-1 to Guadalupe, and now a runner in scoring position.
A big jump by Bouchard on the base pass. He was almost halfway there before the throw was even released by Pozo.
There's strike two. Yeah, Pozo never ever looked at him. And Bouchard just used that to time. 3-2, 2 outs. Can Pozo send this ball game as a 1-run game to the 9th? Here we go. And it's high for ball 4. So 2 walks from Miguel here in the 9th. Dakota Popham. He'll be at the dish. Popham has not faced Miguel Pozo. So this will be an interesting first time at bat. That's down the line. Heads up, folks. That is into the picnic terrace. 96 from Pozo, and probably a little faster off the bat.
Certainly late on it, as lasering that one the other way. Foul was Popham. So you imagine you will continue to try and beat him with the speed.
Again, 96. That's outside. Well, how long do you wait before you bring out that good snap and slider? Popham takes a strike.
Looked like Miguel may have missed his spot a little bit on that one. Coming back behind the plate to adjust was Navarro, but gets the strike call.
Outside. Did he go? No.
It was a good spot there from Pozo as he beat him inside with the fastball on the previous pitch. Comes back outside, tries to get the chase, but...
Well, Miguel's got one more pitch to work with. Ground ball. Michaels has to back up, needs a strong throw. He gets one. The stretch at first from Cantu. Miguel telling the crowd, fire it up. We go to the 9th. 1 to tie, 2 to go home on Vibes TV. Griffin. 2-4. Griffin. 2-4. 2-4. Okay. Time we're paying attention to him. Benson goes 0.2. He allows 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 0, 0. Bottom of the 9th. Welcome back to Vibes TV. I'm Tyler Peterson alongside Jake Ross in what is another crazy 1-run ball game. Christian Griffin, the closer who has 7 saves on the year, comes into a save situation tonight. He took the loss last night in a tied ball game in the 9th. He replaces Chance Benton.
Vibes need to jump on this one as best they can. No time to waste here, as it's going to be Cantu to lead it off.
You may see Ulysses take an awfully big swing at the first pitch. This crowd, they're definitely into it. Benson, 2/3 of an inning, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, no walks, no strikeouts. The bottom of the 9th commences. Strike right down the heart of the plate. Fastball, Cantu watches it. Griffin last night picked up a sac bunt, tried to throw it down to first, fired it wide. The Vibes won as the runner at second came around to score. He wants to redeem himself. Cantu takes low. Yuli swings and misses. Cantu takes low. A 2-2 count. Cantu looks at ball 3.
That was a close pitch.
What a take from Cantu. Full count. Line drive down the left field line. A base hit. Cantu headed to second. He's going to have a lead-off double. He did not miss it. A challenge from Griffin, and Cantu up to the task.
And just like that, Rocky Mountain tying run in scoring position, and up comes the man of the night. He's seen the base path more than any other Vibe this evening, Luis Navarro, and the last time up, knocked one out.
The Vibes are going to have 3 shots to tie this ball game with Cantu at second.
What a way to open the inning from Cantu.
Navarro takes inside. It was a breaking ball offered on 3-2. It hung, though. You bury that ball in the dirt, you might get the swing and a miss. Navarro takes a strike there.
Similar spot from the first pitch. Can't blame Navarro after watching that first one to let that one go as well.
Navarro, well foul.
This crowd is into this one. They let out a collective groan when he let that one go.
Michaels on deck. Down the right field line, again out of play. You can see Navarro choke up on the bat there. Got an extra couple inches to protect. He wants to at least get Cantu to third. To right field. This may get Cantu to third. Guadalupe makes the catch. We might have a play. The throw is a good one. It will be cut off.
Productive out off the bat of Navarro. And all you need is a ball deep in the outfield, and that'll get this game tied.
5,657 fans. They want to see this game tied. The infield will come in on Nick Michaels. Griffin to Michaels. First pitch off the plate. If we're tied, we go to a knockout round. If the score stays the same, the Owls will win. Nick Michaels needs to get a ball out of the infield. He pops it up. Is this playable? No. It's back into the crowd about 5 rows in. One out in the inning. Runner at third.
Don't try to do too much here if you're Michaels. All you got to do is get a ball deep.
Oh, no, and Cantu was not ready for that, and it bounced straight back to Kellerman.
And I think the fact that Cantu wasn't ready for it actually helped him, because that took a very good carom for the Owls off that wall behind home plate. And if he was off right when it passed, there might have been a play at him.
Michaels into right field. This game is tied. They've done it. They've come all the way back with 7 straight runs, and the dugout is going nuts. 7 unanswered.
And for another game, the 3rd game in a row, the late innings proved to be the ones that you have all of the action. And the winning run is aboard.
Nunez against Griffin. He checks on Michaels. Michaels, his 3rd hit and the biggest of the ball game. 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th, 3 in the 8th, now 1 in the 9th. Strike to Nunez. Now, if you're feeling the pressure, you're feeling the energy, you might get a little greedy, try to hit one out. You don't have to. It's still just 1 out and a runner on base. Just stay within yourself. Nunez takes high, 1-1. And this is good patience to start this at bat.
Nunez has a pair of singles in this game. And nothing more than that is really needed in this situation. As you mentioned, only 1 out.
Swing and a miss, way out in front. It's a 1-2 count with 1 out in the inning. Andrew Hansen on deck.
You have to wonder if it's starting to rattle Griffin at all on the mound. He lets that one roll away from him when it's thrown back to him. Crowd certainly back into this game, though. Could be playing a part.
Nunez strikes out again. 2 outs in the inning. Hansen, the last chance to finish this in regulation, or it goes to the knockout. Swing and a miss. And now I think if you're Hansen, you can try to get greedy. A ball in the gap will win this ball game. Hansen walked it off last night. Towards center. Belt's coming in. It's going to drop. Michaels will stay at second. The line keeps on moving. For Hansen, it's his 3rd hit of the game.
Winning run moves into scoring position for Rocky Mountain, and Cesar Lopez, who has a pair of hits himself, an extra base hit and a run scored back in the 5th inning, could get the job done here.
The first pitch to Lopez. He takes low. On deck is Encarnacion, who had a huge hit in the 8th. The winning run at second. Lopez to center. Feltz broke bat. He's coming in. And this will end the regulation ball game in 9 innings, 7-7. We are headed for our 2nd knockout round of the year on Vibes TV. Oh, it's time for the knockout round. The second one of the year for Rocky Mountain. I believe the third of the year for NOCO. Tyler Peterson, Jake Ross with you. The Vibes in their first knockout round of the year. They lost to Caleb Farmer and the Grand Junction Rockies. It looks like Brandon Crosby is going to be the one to go for the Owls first. The new rules are this. 5 outs. Any 5 swings that are not home runs are outs. You also get 2 minutes. Whoever hits more home runs wins. If the 2 minutes expire or the 5 outs are made, and that's your turn. Whichever one of these guys hits more home runs, that team will win. It'll be Robbie Bales to Brandon Crosby. If we are still tied after the first round, it'll move on to the next pair of hitters, new hitters. Two knockout rounds for the Owls. They've won both of them. They're in their third. The Vibes in their second. They're 0-1.
These are fun. We've only had the treat of the one that was back against Grand Junction in the first half. Caleb Farmer, as you said, put the Vibes out in that attempt, but can't complain whenever you get extra baseball.
So it'll be Brandon Crosby with Robbie Bales, his manager, throwing to him. The first pitch. Here we go. Interesting, like sidearm motion from Bales. First pitch is hit deep to left. Is it gone? Crosby has hit it out.
Got one.
To right center.
This one looks like it's short.
And it is. Out number 1. He got under that one.
I think this one doesn't have enough either.
That's out number 2.
These are all about momentum, one way or the other.
Does that have enough? I don't think it does. It's deep, and it is off the wall. 3 outs. That's a line drive down the left field line and in the ballpark. 4 outs. Boy, I have to say, they certainly have this figured out. This is on purpose. This is something that they've practiced. Crosby down the line. Fair or foul? Gary Chachowski, what's the call? It's fair.
That's 2. He's got 50 seconds remaining on the clock. They're in no hurry.
This strategy of Crosby not picking up the bat till the last minute and Bales with this sort of underhand motion, this is on purpose. Crosby in the ball. No, off the scoreboard, excuse me.
3,
and that's
there's
5.
The 5th. So 3's the number to beat.
So it's going to be Ethan Lopez. He needs 3 to tie. Cantu got the first go at it. Could not hit a home run in his initial one. Dave Hadjick and Ethan Lopez. Lopez needs 3 before he has 5 outs.
The clock will start on the first pitch, so there it runs.
The 2 minutes has begun. Lopez.
Oh, he's got a hold of that one. That
deep
one's
to left.
way
Gone. Pops this one up. It's going to be out number 1. It's going to almost hit Dave Hadjick. Lopez to left again. Is it high enough? It is. It's gone. He needs 1 more to tie. Lopez to left again.
Do it.
Is that number 3? It is! He needs one more. The Vibes think that
Magic thought that was it.
the Vibes thought it wasn't off the scoreboard. The one that was off the scoreboard was off the scoreboard. Lopez needs one more to left.
Does this do it?
Is it enough? No!
Off the wall.
Those guys got to get back.
They're using up time.
Lopez down the
This one's
line.
high.
It's got the height. Does it have the distance? It
It does!
It does!
He did it!
It's over!
He throws the bat and is mobbed. What a performance.
Let's go! Vote!
And Ethan Lopez wins it for Rocky Mountain on a high pop fly of a blast. And 4 home runs, wins it. And Rocky Mountain wins the first knockout round in their
That's right,
second
Bob
try of the
Vince.
season. We're going to send it down for the post-game interview here in just a second as they have to dig Ethan Lopez out of that pile. And here he comes. What a performance in the knockout round for Ethan Lopez. Despite they thought they won it, they had to hit one more, and he does it. And here we go down for the post-game interview.
Welcome back to Vibes Baseball on Vibes TV here in the stadium. Ethan Lopez, the knockout round winner with 4 big flies. A little tired after the one, buddy?
A little bit. I'm just tired from running for my team.
You guys fought and fought and fought. 7 in a row to come back. There's that water you were looking for.
I'm just really proud of my team, you know. You look at the scoreboard, we fought for 9 innings, and that's what this team does, man. We fight. That's what we're going to do all season.
That's Ethan Lopez with a mic drop.
Ethan Lopez wins it for Rocky Mountain. The crowd lets out a cheer as fireworks are up next. We're going to step aside here on Vibes TV as Rocky Mountain wins it in the knockout round, their first of the year.
These fans at UC Health Park, they're enjoying the fireworks and also the things that are going off in the distance right now.
Hey, fireworks in the sky and on the field. Not much more you can ask for from a day at the park, huh?
The Vibes win 7-7 and 4-3 in the knockout round, their first knockout round victory since Manny Ayoke beat the Billings Mustangs in Billings last year. It's a 3-game winning streak for the Vibes, which also ties their current season high. And what a way to finish this ball game. 7 unanswered runs. And on the other side, I can only imagine it must be heartbreaking for Northern Colorado.
Well, and these losses have to start to compound on them. I mean, the way that you lose last night with the sack bunt that ends up going up the line with the throw, and you lose by a run, and that's just got to weigh on you as a clubhouse.
I'll tell you what, Jake, thank you so much for joining me today. These folks have heard a lot of us tonight, so let's keep it short. Let's let them enjoy the fireworks on Vibes TV. We'll wrap it up really quickly. The final time of the game was 2 hours and 56 minutes, by my math, in front of 5,657 fans. The Vibes with an outstanding comeback on the night. It was 7 runs, 12 hits, no errors for the Owls, 7 runs, 17 hits, and 3 errors for the Vibes. They win 4-3. Ethan Lopez, the hero. Does it count as a walk-off?
I think it does, yeah. The one home run victory, that's got to count for a walk-off.
We're going to call it the second walk-off of the series. For Roxanne Adamson back in our Wisconsin studios, our camera operators, Marissa and Hayden, and Enda, we thank you all. For Jake Ross, I'm Tyler Peterson saying thank you so much for tuning into Vibes Baseball. We're going to let you enjoy the fireworks, so stick around if you'd like to see the rest of our show. Until then, we'll see you tomorrow at 6:30. Have a great rest of your Friday night.